Here we go.
This landscape's
It's my turn. You're a real handful, you know. It's my turn.
Forest land isn't all plants.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. You're a real handful, you know. What?
Thank you!
Thank you for coming.
Whoa! Fate keeps on bringing us together.
What did I do in a past life to deserve that?
Why are you here? Do I even need to ask?
Yeah, doubt it.
Ah, come on! Do we really have to do this? I'm not in the mood to throw fists with you chumps.
Good. Then take your men and leave.
See, that won't work either. I got a job to do.
You just can't make some people happy. So what? We gonna fight or no?
I got a suggestion for you. How about whoever reaches the engine room first gets the aquanium?
So, you want to race?
Doesn't breaking a sweat sound better than spilling blood?
I suppose this is the best we could hope for.
Sounds like we've got a deal. Wait for the signal. On your marks, get set, go. Okay? On your marks.
Huh?
Get set.
Huh?
What?
Go!
What the? Dang it! I still sting. I'm gonna find him, see how he likes being made to cry. What the heck is he thinking?
Maybe this is his own odd way of showing gratitude for how you two saved him.
Then maybe he should stop competing with us and just give up.
Well, in all fairness, he does have a reputation to uphold.
We can repair it. Okay, now for some hot intel on the area.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Lots of sharp turns on these mountains.
If you're going to use a bot, please drive slowly.
Hey, if we fall, we'll just deal with it. Are you crazy? At least that was sort of fun. Well, so it goes.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
to have that for a huge crocodile!
It's not a good idea to try to fight that thing barehanded.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Here we go. At least that was sort of fun. one down.
It's my turn.
Nice, one down.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
You know, if we bust this down, I think we could make it through. Here we go. I smell treasure and danger.
Searching for hidden treasure is my field of expertise.
Ah, do you want to see which one of us can find it first then?
Bring it on.
Hold your horses. Let's not split up.
Here we go. Whoa, there are ruins inside the lake?
Honestly, why'd they have to go out of their way to build them in such a dangerous place?
We'll have nowhere to take cover if we're attacked on such a narrow path. Stay alert for enemies.
That's a huge crocodile!
It's not a good idea to try to fight that thing barehanded.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand sand right now. You're a real handful, you know.
Here we go.
This place is overflowing with creatures you'd never see in SandLand.
The different climate in this region inherently results in a different ecosystem.
What does that mean? There could be totally different kinds of demons here, too?
I don't know about that.
These ruins remind me of the ones we saw back in SandLand.
Nice! One down!
These ruins remind me of the ones we saw back in SandLand.
Huh. Yeah, kinda.
Do you think there could have been some sort of cultural connection?
Both lands may actually have been one country back then.
smell treasure and danger.
Searching for hidden treasure is my field of expertise.
Ah, do you want to see which one of us can find it first then?
You're a real handful, you know.
Whoa!
These ruins remind me of the ones we saw back in SandLand.
Huh. Yeah, kinda.
Do you think there could have been some sort of cultural connection?
Both lands may actually have been one country back then.
You're a real handful, you know. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
There's a bunch of wide open spaces in these ruins.
Yeah. Why don't we use the bot to continue our search of the place?
Just try not to break it in the process, Prince. It's my turn.
Whoa!
Something's been on my mind for a while. Don't you get bitten by insects dressed like that?
Yeah, I do. So?
Nothing. If it doesn't bother you, then never mind.
I, for one, have been using insect repellent.
I wonder, you think General Croa might join us?
I think that might be taking it a bit too far.
That's a pity.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Here we go.
Visibility's poor. You wander around without a plan here. You're just asking to get lost.
If you think you've gotten turned around, might be a good idea to keep referring to the map to check which way to go.
Yeah, have to know where you are to get where you're going.
But getting lost would be more of a fun adventure. It's seriously flooded inside too?
The aquanium's in the engine room above. Gotta go up.
Then let's find a path that'll take us that way.
Whoop! I think we can get up from here. Let's hurry!
We must get the aquanium before the Forestland army does.
Here we go.
It looks just like the container we saw at the entrance.
Door's shut.
I think the problem is that whatever's powering it is out of energy.
What's this?
A battery? The door might open if we pop it in.
Yeah, it's open! Of course the guard bots show up now. Let's smash them! Keep moving! that was sort of fun. At least that was sort of fun.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
here too? Hoverbot to the rescue. Whoop. Here we go. Ow! Here we go. Take that! Whoop!
Elevator spotted.
We can take it to the floor above. I've got this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
room.
No sign of the forest land army. Are they way ahead of us?
We'd better get a move on. Man, I'm good. Here we go. At least that was sort of fun. That was sort of fun. At least that That was sort of fun. The engine room at last!
I hope the Forestland army hasn't stolen a march on us.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's prepare for the worst before pressing on.
No way! He beat us to it!
Didn't I tell you back at Styranus Ruins? Nobody's faster than me. It looks to me like victory is ours.
What the?
Feeman! General Crowa! Idiot. Forget me. Help Feeman. Damn it.
I'll take care of this thing. You guys carry him to safety. Doesn't look like I can ride this. Bring it. I'll turn you to scrap!
Hey, don't you think it's a waste to just turn this thing to scrap?
Got a battle on our hands here, you know?
That we do. Priorities, Miss Mechanic.
Yeah, fine. Do what you need to.
Prince, you're really blowing your top! Let me help. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Calm down, Prince.
Take it down, BL! Take it down, BL!
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Calm down, Prince. Calm down, Prince.
Whoa!
Calm down, Prince.
Looking good!
Sorry, can't help right now.
Take it down, PL. Keep your guard up, PL. Go for it.
Let me help.
Take it down, PL.
Looking good!
Here we go.
Keep going like this.
You really followed through on that promise.
That was kind of a waste. Maybe we can salvage the core frame at least.
Hate to rain on your parade, but we don't have much time to spare now.
I know. Let's get the aquanium from the engine room. We're the first ones to the engine room.
Which means we win!
Good. I found the aquanium.
Close the capsule valve, just like Pollock did.
There we go.
Now it shouldn't show up on the aquanium radar.
All right, let's report to Longo. We've got to tell him there's no more need to come here.
Right.
Great. Then let's get out of here already and head back to Trick Camp.
Think we can get out through here? Whoop! Wonder if those guys made it out okay. Not that I'm worried about them or anything.
Let's hightail it to the bottom floor.
Is that the exit? Let's get on the hoverbot and drop down to the surface. Here we go.
General Croa!
No need to be so on edge. I just came to thank you. Feeman's alive because of you, Beelzebub.
Thank goodness.
I owe you one.
Meh, whatever.
That said, it's a real shame I couldn't get my hands on that Aquanium. Supreme Commander Bread's gonna have my head for this. Well, guess it's back to the streets for me.
I'll follow you there. Or anywhere, sir.
Oh, huh?
Have it. You won the race fair and square-ish.
After all that, you're just gonna give it to us? This is... Honestly, I don't even know which way is up anymore.
Later then.
Before delivering this Aquanium to Supreme Commander Bread, we'll store it near Crump Army Research Lab, right?
That's right. But we can't leave it there for long.
Good. Now our official reports can wait. Let's go see how Feeman's doing.
It sounds like he's giving us a chance to nab it for ourselves.
Oh, really?
That man is something else.
Whoop!
The topography here has some pretty intense verticality.
Watch your step. or you're gonna end up tumbling down.
Come on! I'm not that clumsy.
You're a real handful, you know. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. It's my turn. It's my turn.
I'll send it flying. Whoa!
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
You kept me waiting.
Hey, Croa! We came for the Aquanium.
Getting right to the point, I see. That said, it's not like I can just hand this over to you for free.
So how do we settle this?
How about with that one-on-one match we never got to have?
Sure thing. Wanna have it here?
Nah, somewhere else. Let's find a spot that gives me the edge. Surely the leader of the demons wouldn't mind such a small handicap.
Actually, the leader of the demons is Lucy.
Fine. I'll take you on anywhere.
There's a place just west of here, Arashia Village. I'll be waiting for you right outside town. You'd better be ready, too. I want our duel to be legendary.
Huh? Are they?
See, junk parts are usually the scraps that don't work anymore. But sometimes you find some treasure among all the trash. That's the real fun of being a junker.
Wow, neat! It's like a treasure hunt!
A treasure hunt, huh? Sounds nicer when you put it that way.
You guys look like you're having fun.
Oh, Beelzebub! Listen to this! Gite knows loads of cool stuff about junk parts. He taught me how to dig them up and tell if they're good or not.
Ain't nothing cool about wannabe junkers, though, kid. My real dream is to open up my own junk store someday. But I'd forgot all about it somehow. Till I spoke to you. Anyway, forget that. Did you know Hugh was such a bright kid? He's smarter than a lot of adults I know. He's been teaching me how to be more approachable.
Look at how well you two are getting on together. Looks like I chose the right brother for Hugh.
Beelzebub? He doesn't know about that yet.
What do you mean, brother?
Well, Beelzebub asked me what I wished for, and I said an older brother, so he found someone for me.
Who did he find? Wait, me? I'm your big brother?
Yeah. Well, you could be. Only if you want to, though.
Hugh, I can't be your brother.
Oh, of course not. That's not even possible anyway.
Hugh.
It's okay. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Why not, though?
'Cause I'm scared.
What about?
I used to have a little sister. She was clever, just like you. But when she was 8, she got sick and passed away. If something like that were to happen to me again, and that's not all. A big bro's gotta set a good example for his siblings. But like I told you, wannabe junkers take their code real serious. There's only one way to resign from the gang. And it ain't pretty. I might not even survive. And the last thing I want is for Hugh to feel the same pain I went through. That's what scares me. So, I can't be his big bro.
Great, we screwed everything up with both Hugh and Gite.
Sometimes people just can't see eye to eye, even when both sides have the best of intentions.
But I think that Gite guy changed, just a little. Wonder what the villagers think of him now. Think we should ask around?
Thanks to you all, and now I've got requests from other clients. I could always use a hand. Then it's settled.
You know, Gite seems so happy when he's with you. You can't see his face, but you can just tell from how he laughs. He really turned out to be a great guy, you know?
Wonder why Hugh is so down in the dumps lately. He was so happy to have found a big brother figure. Hugh may be mature for his age, but he's still a kid.
There's not a single decent soul to be found among the wannabes. That's what I thought anyhow. But Gite seems different. He helps out with town projects, and all the kids love him.
Hey, those junk parts that Gita was selling? I showed them to a peddler and was told I got an awesome buy. He should quit the wannabes and open up a junk shop.
Seems like the townspeople think Gita's A-okay. Maybe because he's changed his tune? Hugh isn't feeling any better, though. Maybe we should try cheering him up a little.
Beelzebub! Have you seen Gite around?
Can't say I have. What's up?
He's vanished! I can't help thinking, did he leave because of me?
Not like I would know, but I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I doubt that myself. He wouldn't go running off when he knows that would hurt you.
But everyone in the village, they're all saying Gite went back to his gang. It's all my fault. I should have never asked.
Hey, cheer up, kid. I'll find Gite for you.
Really?
And hey, this was my idea after all.
Yeah, that you roped the rest of us into, Prince.
That's enough out of you, thief.
Thanks, Beelzebub. I'll be waiting.
Do you need anything? See you later.
Here we go.
It's my turn.
Thank you for coming.
We can use this to find out about the area. If we can get it, we can repair it. Just need Okay, now for some hot intel on the area.
You're a real handful, you know. You're a real handful, you know. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Whoa!
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. It's my turn.
Here we go.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Go!
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now. You're a real handful, you know.
Finally! The perfect spot for our contest is up ahead. Follow me. So tell me, what are you demons?
Dunno. You wanna handle this one, Thief?
Let's see. Well, we've lived on this world long before humanity even existed. Think of us as your venerable ancestors.
Wow. So you're like the original people of our world? That's rad. So, that's who Supreme Commander Bread and Mooniel are fighting with.
We want nothing to do with this annoying conflict they're forcing on us.
You're not thinking of wiping us all out, are you?
Hey, we're not monsters. Leave us out of your dumb wars.
Supreme Commander Bread is always telling us that demons are the baddest of the bad. But I'm starting to think that can't be true.
Exactly. Demons aren't the bad guys at all.
I agree. They might have the purest hearts of anyone in this world.
Oh, our hearts are pure, all right. Pure evil.
Beelze, how about you shut your trap for a bit? General Croa, won't you lend us a hand? You've been thinking, haven't you? About which side is right and which is wrong?
Not so sure about that. Right is relative, after all. One person's right is another person's wrong.
You mean, after all this, you really still think Bread is in the right?
You're the princess, right? Under normal circumstances, I'd be at your command. But these times sure as hell aren't normal, and I answer only to Supreme Commander Bread. I owe him for taking us in when we had nothing to our name, and giving us a life in the army.
So you're just going to turn a blind eye no matter what he does?
Well, to me, honor is more important than being right.
But...
Let it go. He's already made up his mind.
Yeah. You're nothing like what I expected. Right here. Now then, let's get started.
Yup. You guys just let me handle this.
All right.
Now, my little demon friend. Ready for round 2?
Landing that hit, though, that's the problem. Watch out! Here he comes!
Oh, where that came from? I can tell you're putting your heart and soul into this battle.
This. I'm a heartless, soulless thief, you know.
Oh, did I accidentally offend you? Ah. Oh, where that came from? Got there. That's some nice. He's coming at us. Never was much. Let's take this fight up another gear, Beelzebub.
Uh-oh! It's catching fire!
Lock it in, Prince!
The suspension's busted!
That all? Dang it. That's my loss. Here. The aquanium's yours.
You sure about that? You will definitely be punished for handing it over.
Yep, discharged at the least. Back to being unemployed, I guess.
So, what will you do now?
That's a good question. I could be special ops, a staff officer, maybe a servant like you.
Who are you calling a servant?
That said, I think there's a princess who's awful short-handed on nights.
You'll lend us a hand?
I'm borrowing yours, actually. AI Princess. That probably isn't how you're supposed to do it, but anyway, my blade's yours.
Gah! Would you get over yourself?
But why? You said that you owed bread.
Didn't I also say honor's important to me? After you saved me back at Styranus Ruins, I owe you guys too.
So, you'll join us?
Nah, I got another idea in mind that I think will be more helpful to you. Here, take this. It's a private line between us. When the time comes, I'll get in touch.
Okay. Got it.
I'm off. Treat the princess right while I'm gone, will ya?
We've gained a powerful ally.
Yeah.
I say don't expect too much out of him.
Sheriff Rao here.
This is Longo. We need you back at camp right now.
What happened?
We'll explain after you get here. Bread is about to make a move.
Understood.
Prince, I can't lend you a hand right now.
Here we go. Whoa!
What is it, Sonny? Don't you know it's rude to stare?
I like it!
Prince, what are you talking about?
His outfit! I like it! It's so cool!
Ooh, you have a good eye, Sonny.
It's the color! It's flashy, but it's got style too!
That's right. You're the only one who's noticed that. I'll let you in on a secret. The dye's made out of a kind of mushroom that only grows in the starred ruins.
Can I make the same color as yours if I get those mushrooms?
It'd probably be a little tricky for a beginner to make. But I can teach you the recipe so you can get a painter to whip it up for you.
All right, I'll go look for those mushrooms.
Be careful around starred ruins. It's a dangerous place.
I'll be okay. I'm no beginner when it comes to danger.
Wait, what's everyone doing here?
It's like they didn't even hear you.
TV.
Okay.
Longo?
Keep watching.
At long last, King Jam has admitted the error of his ways. Moreover, he has agreed to cede the throne to Muniel. And this is the proof.
How does it look? Certainly screams royal heirloom, doesn't it? When King Jam entrusted me with this treasure, I had no choice but to accede to his wishes! To his will that I replace him as ruler of Forestland and defend its people!
Silence! It is for us, the people of Forestland, that Muniel has assumed this heavy burden. From this day forth, we must accept Muniel as our one true sovereign. The coronation shall be held in the palace square immediately.
This isn't good. I hadn't considered they could use the necklace to confer legitimacy.
Now they're stealing my father's position by force, just like they stole the necklace.
If we don't counter their narrative, they win.
Why not just use the radio tower like before?
If we contact your news office, can they help us reach out to the people directly?
Sadly, no. The media has been the army's lapdog for the last decade.
Then let's crash the ceremony and speak to the cameras directly.
But will the people even listen to a plea made through such violent methods?
Once they see I'm alive, I'm sure they'll pay attention.
I doubt they'll like hearing that you're half-fiend. Sorry, Princess.
This is bad!
What happened, Chapon?
It's not just a coronation. At the same time, they're gonna execute King Jam!
Chapon! This is no time for jokes.
I'm not joking! Rumors are spreading all over town!
There's just no way. Surely not even Bread would go that far.
There's no point in speculating. Portos infiltrated the army. We'll ask him when he returns. Until then, we sit tight.
You mean they'll execute my father?
Now, we don't know that for sure yet. Let's rest up while we wait for more information.
Listen here, boys. Be ready to bail at a moment's notice.
Why are we bailing?
These idiots are aware of how outgunned they are, but they're still gonna try to rescue King Jam. That's a one-way ticket to death, and I, for one, don't plan on hopping on that train.
Good point. That's our papa.
Father, all because I lost that necklace. Yells, what do I do? If something happens to Father?
I expect Muniel will invade SandLand as soon as he's been crowned. And if he can finally achieve Bread's goal of conquering SandLand, even those who disapproved of Bread's methods will side with him. That is the absolute worst-case scenario for us.
I didn't want to say this in front of Anne, but the loss of her necklace was a problem. It's allowed them to make it look like King Jem willingly gave up the throne. I don't know if the part about the execution is true, but there's no need to keep the king alive anymore.
Good work, Horto. So, is the rumor about the execution true?
Yeah. The generals couldn't stop talking about it. They were clearly shaken. The execution's supposed to happen before the ceremony.
Longo!
Don't worry. It's time for the resistance to rescue King Jam.
Yeah! Yeah, I hate to be a downer, but do we even have a strategy?
Only one kind of plan works well with our numbers. It's back to diversion and infiltration. We'll use the secret entrance known only to the royal family to reach the palace square.
And the diversion? With the king being held hostage, any drastic moves could put his life at risk.
The diversion will come after the rescue to provide the infiltration team with an escape route.
Ah! Have you lost your minds? That's it. We're out of here. This is obviously a trap. Only a total moron would run right into it.
I know, but we have no choice.
Oh, well, be my guest. Just don't expect us to join in.
Wait!
It's fine, Anne. No point in trying to force him.
But...
Mr. Beelzebub is right. We don't want to make anyone take part against their will.
Well, I guess I'll sit this one out too.
Not on my watch.
I knew it.
We've been fighting the good fight. Let's show Bread just how much we've learned about guerrilla tactics over these past 10 years. Let's go. We'll work out the details in the field.
Hey! Good.